25 years. Absolutely super excited, super happy. Thank you for every single wishes that have been coming in from the morning. Really means so much to me, and I have so many exciting things planned for you today. So thank you for being here, and thank you for being here on time. That means so much to me. All right, on that note, what are we going to be doing today? Well, if I have to truly test my spouse, then I have to say that him doing this is by far the most loving act that he can put together for me, because you can't even imagine how introverted or private he is as a man. So for him to come in for my Insta live is such a massive thing, and I don't want to waste any more time. I want to go right in. We have lots of questions that all of you have sent in, so I want to use this time to ensure that you get most out of him. 30 minutes is what he's given me. At the end of 30 minutes, depending on how many questions we've covered, we are going to exactly. Thank you, thank you, thank you, every single person. Let me show you where I am for a minute. Yeah, that's my view for today. What do you think? So we have the beach right in front. I'm sitting in front of the pool. That's our little mini garden of the villa. He's inside the room. We also have a lovely sitting area right behind me. This is the bedroom on the side. So it's a beautiful villa. He's in the bedroom. I'm in the drawing room come outdoor space, just so that if you sit in the same area to do the Insta live, that noise will come. So decided not to do that. But yeah, it's beautiful. Puneet and I both love the beaches. You already must be knowing that about us. And so just to be here celebrating our 25th near the ocean, near the sea, feels so much and so connected to who we are. All right, in a moment, I'm going to ask Puneet now to send me the request so that I could join him. And as soon as that comes in, I'm going to get him on board. Please send him a lot of love. This is not easy for him at all. He is such a rock star to do this for me. I am so grateful. Love him so much. All right, so in a moment, I'm going to just keep waiting till he sends me the request. And as soon as the request comes, I am going to, for sure, add him. I'm just checking if there's any... if I didn't miss his request. Ek to me and my technology. I can see it, yes. View request. हो गया accept. Trying to get this sorted. Well, I accepted the request. Kahan gaya? Should I walk up to him and get this sorted and come back, or should I wait for him? Let's see. Okay. अब try करो. It's so funny to be right around each other and yet. Woohoo! Hello, 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 sweetie. Happy anniversary. Long time no see.
Happy anniversary, Puja. Love you.
Congratulations. This is your debut on Insta Live. How are you feeling?
Yeah, a little bit stressed.
So cute.
I was here for relaxing, but a little stressed. But I think now I'm comfortable once I've just joined this.
Perfect. You want to go a
But
little
waiting
bit
for you.
so that we can get your whole face instead of, yeah. You just want to position yourself. Yeah, that's better. All right. There are a lot of people who are wishing us. Anything you want to say before we get started?
To, say thank you for all those wishes. I can see like 500 of you almost here, and those wishes are, mean a lot. And I can see some messages saying that, of course, we met at Puja's Change Makers. Some of us did meet there, and hoping that we, meet again sometime in the future.
So sweet. Thank you, P, for doing this. Really super grateful. My tribe is, and so am I, because I know this is not something you're so comfortable with, but yet you said yes. That truly shows how much you love me. So
I think
1,000 kisses.
the least I think I could do for you of being your tribe has been asking wanting to ask me so many questions. I said, okay, I will take this opportunity to, answer whatever they wanted me to hear.
That's too sweet. And we have over 50 questions that have come in. So I'll go one by one and we'll see at 9:30 where we are at. Are you ready? I feel like I'm Karan Johar where I'm going to be doing like some. Okay, so life coach Kanaj is asking, what are the first couple of words Puneet says as soon as you wake up in the morning apart from good morning?
Um, of course, I call her my princess. So I tell her, good morning, princess. But the moment she hears that, she still feels like sleeping a little bit more. And then I tell her my coffee is ready. And then if she still doesn't come out, I tell her, I'm so lonely. And then she just jumps out of bed and comes outside to be there. Right there.
That is
And it's
so
a
true.
beautiful.
We both have this sentence that we keep loving the fact of calling her. Whenever, whichever one of us is awake, we'll go, I'm so lonely, I'm so lonely. That's a hint to the other person ki ab aaja bahar. So thank you, Puneet, for creating that code between us. It's so cute. I love the fact that he's he and you didn't force him to dye his hair. Well, I am going to be honest and say that I do keep requesting him that you should. But you know what? The beauty, I think, of Puneet is that he's so real as a person that I don't think anything fake works for him, including hair dye. So, Puneet, I don't think
Yeah.
the girls
I,
want you to dye your hair. So, I think you're fine with this hair only, darling. I will keep still saying and keep trying my luck once in a year or something like that. But that's okay. I
yeah.
still think salt and pepper suits you as much as the other. All right, Shalini Bhaskaran is asking, what makes Puneet love and value Puja like this?
I think we have worked very, very hard on our relationship. Um, and she genuinely loved me a lot, and she makes me feel really, really special. And I think I have no other words than to, say I'm thankful and grateful, and that's of true value to me on how she feels.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. So sweet. All right, it's me, Sardonyx is saying, please share your perception of a happy marriage. What is a happy marriage for you, P?
So I think initially we were trying to, change ourselves, change each other actually, not ourselves. But I think that also never worked. And I think the best part is uh, when we started understanding each other's expectations, and just like what Puja expects out of me, I should just meet those. What I expect out of Puja, Puja does those. And as long as I think we just meet each other's expectations, it's a it's at least our solution for our happy marriage. Just
That is so
meeting
true. And
expectations.
I think that's something I've actually kind of learned from you because you do go out of your way to really make sure that I'm happy. And I feel like I've started to do the same for you for the simple reason that you do so much for me. So that is so, so true. All right. Rohit Pava is asking, would you want this super amazing partner, Puja, in your life for the next 7 janams?
Answer is both yes and no, because it feels like we have already lived the 7 janmas, and I think this is our last,
That's
because there's nothing more to explore with each other. I think we have overcome all our sufferings, all in our past life, and I think we are living our best life now. So I feel
oh,
like there's nothing more than this, and yeah, I think this is our best janma that we have. And Pooja's
thank
been saying,
you.
in my last janma, I was like this. In my last janma, I was like this. So I think all those 7 janmas are over.
Oh, yeah. I think we are on our last Janma now. After this, we will spend time together in heaven. Shraddha Kasat Kuthari is asking, how did you get convinced to let Pooja go abroad for all the courses, leaving her 2 children behind or leaving our 2 children behind?
I think this is one of your most common questions on how you started your journey as a working, uh, you know, spouse. And I think initially I was super, super selfish. I was a workaholic. She used to nag me a lot on why I'm late from work, why you didn't message me. I would message her, I'm coming at 6 o'clock. I would come at 6:30. Why didn't you message me? So stuff like that. And I always thought, and I always used to tell her, if you were in my place, you would really understand. So when we actually went for the Jack Canfield course in 2011. You know, I saw a little change in my perspective of how life was supposed to be. And when we came back, a lot of things started working in my favor when I started thinking differently. And when Puja wanted to do that course, going all the way to the US, I thought, let me take this opportunity and let her start work. She will be busy. At least she will be off my back. And that's how it started off. And, uh, and I always knew that she will be an excellent coach. And, you know, I think that was the reason. And the reason what it started out to be in the past and what the reason is today are two different scenarios.
Oh. Thank you, sweetheart. I know that's always what you say, that, you know, in the beginning, all you wanted was for me to start to appreciate you for the amount of work you used to do, instead of all the time going, kidhar ho, ghar kab aa rahe ho, ghar nahi aaye, acha ab gym bhi, acha ab friends bhi, acha ab ye bhi. And I think I was such a nagging wife. I'm so glad you made me work and realize the importance of, you know, when you work, how much you value one another so much more, actually. So thank you. Dr. Pallavi is asking, one thing Puneet still wants to change in Puja. What have you accepted about her? What about her do you want to change?
Um, yeah, I think if she can walk a little faster, especially at the airports, but I'll keep telling her, walk fast, come on, we got to go to the gate. But yeah, on a serious note, I don't think I would want to change anything, as I believe that if you're in your original self, that's the best part. We all have our weaknesses and strengths, and I think we should just respect that. I wouldn't know why I would want someone to be like me. I mean, I also have my weaknesses. I also have my strengths. So I think that is not something that I would like to change anything. And I
Oh,
did everything. And that's the journey that I think we have had for so many years.
and that's so true. I mean, you really never do try to change me, and I think I've learned the same from you, where both of us, I think about 15 or so years ago, have stopped desiring to change one another and started loving each other for who we actually are. So yeah, so true. All right. Let's see what else we have. Smita asking, Puneet sir, you are really blessed to have Puja ma'am. Ah, I like it, Smita. What's the biggest lesson that you have learned from Puja?
I think she's super hardworking. She's more hardworking than me. I'm a little bit more relaxed right now. And I always tell Pooja that I think I worked a lot, but seeing you work is actually more inspiring now for me as well to get back on working. And I think the large vision that you have, you know, and seeing you change lives in your own tribe is really inspiring even for me. So I think that's a very big lesson. And I've also got back into now supporting Pooja more in her work. And I think there's nothing more that I can say in what she's doing currently.
Thank you, cutie. It feels so odd to be listening to your own praise from you. How was the journey? Some tips for people who are in their 5th year, 10th year, 15th year. Rekha Jain is asking, just like any tips for people who are right now in the beginning of their relationship.
I think our whole relationship changed. The first turning point was in 2006 when we did our goals. That was the first time you took out a book and made me sit in a. I never used to read books, so you made me sit in that Goa beach on the poolside and said, you know, let's do this activity together. And then we were like so busy doing that full activity for 2 days, and that we created some common goals. And I think after that, every year was looking forward to something that, you know, we had a lot of conversation during the year. Once we made goals, where are we on those goals? What are we doing? What's the next? And there was some little excitement rather than just focusing on each other and nagging each other. And there was more to look forward and talk to about. So I think making goals and talking about discussing that and every year renewing those things was a very big plus point in our relationship.
Yeah. Divya Pravi is asking, which book was that?
Which I think that's his best year
Best
ever
year
yet.
yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, best year yet.
best
I'll put a picture
year
of it
yet.
in
Yeah,
my stories for all of you
yeah,
to see.
year ever yet.
Rather, Puneet still has that book with you. Henna Puneet,
Yeah,
this time
I
when
still
we went to
have that
post a
book where I wrote the 2006 all the goals,
yeah.
and after that all the follow up.
It
And
was
it's
so
nice to
cute
keep
for
going
me to
back.
read. Yeah, it was so cute for me to read pay Puja 30,000 every month on the beginning of the month on time. That was so cute. So, thank you. All right, Flourish with Freedom. Mona's asking when is he starting sessions for husbands?
So I think we should. I mean, at some point, I'm sure that Puja also will start, and we may do something jointly once I get the, you know, courage to sit on screen and do this course. But I think we should stop trying to fix people, and we should just become the best version of ourselves. And I think the change will automatically happen. I don't think we should
That is
let
true.
other action affect our lives.
That is so true. Absolutely. Shipra's asking one of your favorite lessons or learnings from the last 25 years of marriage.
As I said, there's always hope. You have to keep working on your relationship. It's a constant thing, like how you keep working in your company. You have to keep growing. Every year is not the same. And I think matching each other's expectation is my biggest lesson. Nothing
That
more.
is so true. Tanvani, Richa, how to feel love in mind and heart all over again after a heartbreak?
Pooja, I think you will be a better person to add to this. The only thing I can say is, um, I'm all about forgiving yourself and your partner immediately, because I don't think it's worth it to keep going on and complaining and everything. So I think moving on and believing that in the future you will be in a much better place, I think is the best advice I have. Is at least
Oh,
how I.
now, now everybody knows who my life coach is. But that's so true, Puneet. You're so forgiving as a person and so quickly. The beauty is, I mean, you're just fast as well as so forgiving that I feel like you gave me such a safe space to grow and make mistakes that I didn't. This morning only I was reading something which said the man is like the sky and the woman is like the weather. And so, you know what? You hold space for me to be rainy and happy like the sun, or monsoony or wintry. But you hold space for me so beautifully. And I think when men hold space for women to be whatever emotions they are going through, it becomes such a sweet partnership. So, thank you for that.
Thank you, baby.
Next question. Amit Sinha is asking, how does it feel to have such a beautiful, successful, energetic wife? Also, we know so many positive things about her, but as a husband, can you tell us all her negative qualities, and does she dominate you?
Oh, that's a lot. Careful.
Does she dominate you?
I think, I see a lot of hard works on being where she's successful. It's not so easy. She's worked really, really hard on in reaching here where she's today. And for me, she's still the simple cutie in my life. And no, she does not dominate me. In fact, I listen to what she has to say, and she does a lot of studies. She reads a lot of books. In fact, I give her the book that I want to read, and I tell her, take this book, Pooja, and quickly summarize it for me, and she'll read and give me that stuff. And she does a lot of courses. She educated herself a lot, and MBA. She left MBA behind. I've done my MBA, but I feel that she's even more educated than that.
So
In fact,
sweet.
she gives me a lot of courage. She gave me a lot of courage when I shut my business in 2011, when I spoke to her. And that's when we did our Jack Canfield course, the law of attraction and the manifestation stuff. So I think, I'm very, very grateful to her to, guide me through that and start our lives all over again in 2011. So
Um,
I don't think I don't see any negative qualities.
Ooh. So sweet. Thank you, P. All right, Hina and Arbis Guru both have a similar question, so I'll just combine it. How can you be so nice? Is one lady asking. How are you such a good man? Another lady is asking. So how can you be so nice and how are you such a good man? Come on, Puneet, tell us. Tell us your secret.
I don't know about nice or good man, but I can just say that um, if you meet my mother, you'll know she's super sweet, super loving, and I think some of you may have met her at Puja's live event in Chennai. She comes and attends those events, and I give full credit to my parents and especially my mom, where she always encouraged me to be good to my wife, to her family. She left everything and come here to Chennai, and she doesn't know anybody. So at least the least you can do is at least be nice. So I think that's the best advice that I got from my mother. And I think she loves all the three daughter-in-laws more than the sons. So she treats them as daughters. So I think there's no other way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I would say mom has been so phenomenal in her journey with us and guiding Puneet and me through our 25 years that today would be incomplete without giving her the credit for being maybe by far one of the most wonderful mothers and mother-in-laws you'll ever meet in your family. I think she should start doing a course for mother-in-laws.
That's what I can
I'm going to invite
see.
her at one point. Puneet, you should convince her to do one Insta live with me.
She doesn't like. She even tells you not to call her to the stage. She's so screen shy.
You
And
both are the same in terms of being shy that way. All right, let's go with how do you stay consistent with your routines?
So I think I started work very very young, and long before I started business, when I just finished college, I did a very time management course, and I started all those ideas how to manage time. My dad used to write in a small diary, yes, to have things to do for today, and I saw him being so particular, and I learned from there. Then I started to plan every single thing. In fact, even my routine with Puja, my dinners with Puja, I started to schedule it that we should have it every Wednesday. I would always miss the dinners. Puja would tell me, let's go out for dinner. I would come late from work and I'll say, no, I'm very tired. No, I'm very tired. And then Puja is like, you know, the least I want is just one dinner. So I was very tired. So who's going to understand each other? So we came to a conclusion that let's just fix a day. So we are ready in advance, that I'm looking forward for that dinner. You're looking forward for that dinner. And I plan my day and everything just works out very well. So I think when start seeing the positives of being organized, being disciplined, it just inspires you to keep becoming more and more.
Oh, I'm smiling because
And
I live with you and I keep trying to match you in your discipline, routines, and organization. But Puneet, you're something else only when it comes to discipline, sweetheart. I don't even think you realize how disciplined you are. So I think
in that I
that's one gift
actually have
God
a
has.
little in that I have a small little thought which goes into my head in the managing my routine. My funda is very clear in the morning, especially when I have to go to the gym. I never used to go to the gym, but when I started becoming particular in the last 10 years, I have just one fear I keep putting in my head. What will happen if I don't go to the gym? The worst case scenario, I will become fat, I will become lazy, and I will become, I will lose my confidence. So when I put that scenario in my head, it just scares me and I just run to the gym. So I think that is the
Great tip,
part.
guys.
Put
Anytime
the
you're
worst
planning
case
to
scenario
procrastinate,
in your head.
yeah. Anytime you're planning to procrastinate, think of the worst case scenario and let it scare you enough that it makes you get up from the sofa and make you do things that
And
you
one
should
more
do.
tip is that the moment I get up, I just wear my gym clothes. I just
Yeah, that's
keep my gym
such
clothes.
a
The
yeah.
moment I get up, I just change so that I'm already in my gym clothes. So half the battle is already over.
So true. Absolutely. That's something I've learned from you. But even after wearing the gym clothes, there are days where I'll be walking inside the house instead of going for the walk. But
As
at
long
least
as you're
I'll
doing
walk
steps, as
something.
long as you're doing
Yeah.
steps, walk the
Yeah.
talk.
That's true. That's true. How do you handle Healing Hearts with Amrita is asking, how do you handle such a strong headed woman with grace? I'm also going to combine it with two, three other questions which I think are a little similar, which is how do you manage the ego in the relationship and how do you handle anger issues of self and others? So, how do you handle such a strong headed woman, ego, and anger issues? Can you give us something on this?
I think the title for me on the top I keep is, that Puja is working a lot and she's really doing a lot in creating a change and difference in this world, especially with her tribe. You know, uh, I can also react immediately, and we always have that. I can also react. I can also be angry. She's angry. I can be angry. She's shouting. I can shout. But we know that it's only going to go downhill from there. So again, the same thought comes that, what's the worst case scenario? Do I want to have this continue the relationship or do I want to end it? If I want to end it, I can keep fighting and come to an end. But I know I want to keep the relationship. So I know these are all temporary emotions that goes. So I also just hold back these emotions, and I know that she always comes back and realizes that it was an immediate response and not really that what she wanted to say or feel. So I know the true feelings, and I just try to hold back on that and not really react.
That is so true. I mean, that's something that I really appreciate and admire you for. That when I am boiling, you remain water and not fuel. So that, and I always come back to apologize when I know I'm wrong, because the minute I realize that I've overreacted or overspoken or shouldn't have said it in that manner,
Yeah,
then when I come back and
we all do.
apologize, you are always so sweet about the whole thing. So I feel
Yeah,
like that's one
we
of
have
the
all done.
most
No, I've made many.
beautiful qualities.
Even I've made many mistakes, which I may be wrong, and I've also come back and said, "Oh, yeah, it's wrong. Puja, what you said was
I say
right.
sorry
It's
much
not
more than you do
100%,
in the relationship.
100%."
All right, so let's go to the next one. What makes you so perfect for each other? What makes us so perfect for each other, Puneet?
I think giving each other priority, and I prioritize Puja, and she prioritizes me. In fact, I used to write. I have a reminder on my phone. I used to write every single day. It was like an affirmation in my book, in my phone. It'll come as a reminder first thing in the morning. It'll say Puja priority, so that I don't forget. It's exactly like how um, affirmations are, visualization is. It's exactly like that. So I'll say Puja priority, and I start my day. Give her the priority, and that's it. Just she comes first.
Oh, that is so true. We have a code word in our relationship which says PP,
PP.
which
Yeah.
yeah, which is like a mantra, which means anytime we are noticing that the other person is not caring for the other or not being sensitive to the other, we'll just go PP, which means can you refocus your energy? I need you right now. So PP is like a code word between us. Puja priority or Puneet priority both stand for PP. So it really helps us come back to being sensitive to one another, which I absolutely love. And I love it that he has it as a reminder on the phone or your iPad, because I think that's the best thing you could do instead of me reminding you every day, PP. I think that when that alarm goes off automatically, okay, now she needs a compliment, she needs her attention, love, whatever it is at that point that I need. So yeah, that's really sweet of you. Um, A lot of people want to know what you don't like about Puja. But anyway, one thing that you realized after Puja became life coach. Interesting question. Have you ever slipped out of your marriage? Which means, do you get attracted to other women? Oh, there are three questions she sent in. Okay, I'll just ask you this one. Have you ever slipped out of your marriage and gotten attracted to another woman?
Never slept, but of course, everybody has attraction. We all do. We all get attracted. And like Puja jokingly say that, anybody from your Bollywood or whatever is Hollywood is fine, but yeah, it's just a joke. But of course, um, we spend a lot of time with each other. So there's a lot to look forward in our relationship. We have common hobbies, interests. She loves being around me. I love being around her. So I don't see any reason why I should go and seek for what. I have nothing to seek for outside.
Uh, Thank you. Yeah, that's so true. I think in a relationship, it's so important to know that getting attracted to someone is not the big deal.
Yeah.
The big deal is what you do about it. Until the time you have the security that she won't do anything or he won't do anything about it, I think that's the place that is more important than getting attracted. I think rather sometimes you and I even make fun of the fact that, that person is so hot or that person is so gorgeous and all of that. And I think that's nice to be that open in a marriage so that you're not stifled into believing that, oh, the only person I have eyes for is my man or my woman. You can have eyes, but you come back and eat at home. Till that time, it's okay. So I think these are important points to talk about, because I think a lot of time people don't understand. Puneet, if you were not a businessman, what job would you have liked to have done?
I don't think, I would have been I was always in business. I would have just loved playing golf. I would have, I wanted to be a pro golfer. I also wanted to be a cop actually in the beginning.
I remember when I got
I
married
want
to
to
you, I
shoot
asked you
all the
this
bad
question and he
guys.
said, I'd love to be a cop. And I was like, oh, okay. I think too many Singham movies have influenced you. All right. Nikita is asking how to make an unromantic guy into a romantic one, how to make men like you, Puneet, how to make my husband like you, Puneet. There are so many of these kind of questions. Can you answer to them? Like what can
So
they
I
do
think,
to
I don't know. I don't know if I'm romantic enough. There's so many things Pooja would expect me to do, but of course I express in different ways than how she would expect me to. And I think we should always focus on what he has rather than what he doesn't. And everybody may have some different ways of expressing themselves. So I'm sure if once you work on your relationship, at some point, you'll just love everything about the guy.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's so beautifully said, because I think too many of us show up in our relationship to marry the right person, while what we should be focused on is how can we make ourselves the right person for the other, and then the relationship is completely different. So instead of trying to change him, work on self, he will automatically change, is something that I also tend to stress a lot on whenever I'm talking about relationships. Malika is asking, can she be mine too?
She's already yours. She's just too close to her tribe, and I think that her tribe is just everything for her. She's just too close. So I
Oh,
think um,
yeah.
she's only mine when we see each other. Rest of the time, she's yours.
So sweet. And thank you. I know that I love my tribe so much, and then Puneet gives me that space to be able to love my tribe the way I love my tribe. And I think you also kind of like really love the way the whole community has gotten created, and it's so sweet. The amount of love they give us, you can see in the chat box even today,
Yeah.
just truly so sweet. Hi Puneet, when was it actually that you believed that she's going to be successful? Was there like a moment or a period when you kind of knew that I'll be successful?
Yeah, I always thought that you'll be successful. You were always hardworking. You started, uh, uh, you know, reading books long ago. Then you started doing. Then you were opened a school. So I knew you were always had that drive in you. Um, you've had every late night. You would say late night for that course in the US, and you would stay up all night to do the courses on the US. You travel maybe some 10 times for the courses in US just for like 3 days, 4 days, 30-hour journey. It's not easy to do all of that. And I'm sure, after doing all of that, there's no way than just being successful.
Oh,
And I think that's why you reached where you are today.
oh, thank you, sweetheart. It's so heartwarming when your spouse notices all of your hard work and all of what you've contributed. So thank you. That really, I appreciate that. All right, Mindful Experiments is asking Puja before her career and after her career, what's the difference?
She was always a drama queen. Earlier, she was a negative drama queen. Now she's a positive drama queen. She's always been the comedy element of my life.
That is so cute. That is so true. So yeah, that's so true because I would say that I am the comedy element of Puneet's life. I think both of us live such serious lives in the work that we do that I think we like to come back together to be light with one another rather than
Yeah.
bring in the heaviness of life even into our relationship. So I think I love the fact that I can be such a drama queen around you and you absorb all of my craziness so beautifully. So thank you for that. All right, we're literally on to the last one or two questions. So, and then maybe we can take a few live also if Puneet, you have the time. After, what is the, see, these are all similar. What's your one word tip for a great marriage, or what is the secret for a happy married life? And what do I do if I have no coordination? What's your answer to that? Or your journey with your spouse? These are all like similar. They want to know in one word or one sentence
See, one is
anything
that
that
I
you'd like to.
like this line of, being the change that you want to see in the world. So you be the change, and that's it if you want to see the world changing. You create the environment such that, they come and love you, or they just come and follow you, or whatever it is. And I think if you stop reacting to, if somebody's just hitting you and you stop reacting, I'm sure at some point they'll just feel bored of stop hitting because you're not going to even react. What's the point? Keep hitting you when you're not even going to react. So
True.
I guess it's like the, show, if you get a slap on one cheek, show the other one also. And
Yeah.
then
And
slowly
and
it's like,
and you
what happens?
definitely don't mean it
No,
physically, you just mean it
no, I don't
metaphorically.
mean it physically. Yeah, but I'm just saying, yeah, it's something not happening your way. Just hold on.
Yeah,
Just do whatever best you can do for yourself.
so sweet. What is your advice for young generation who considers relationships as a liability?
Pooja, I think you should answer that. And I'm sure that in your relationship course, which you're going to talk about soon, um, you should have some answers. Maybe the young ones also should join your course on that.
Maybe, absolutely. Am I missing something? How to be fun loving and not boring in a marriage?
I think to find some common interests, common hobbies, common passions. We both love wine. We both love to travel. We both love to work. Um, so I think all these kind of things, the moment you find a lot of commonalities, it'll work. That's what I think.
Fabulous. Absolutely. 100%. I think our biggest strength is the shared interests that we have been able to find in wine and travel and beaches and being together and all of that.
Yeah.
So, all right, there are a few questions here also that are coming up. I'm just going to throw them at you. What is your favorite food, Puneet?
Biryani. My most comfort food is mutton or chicken biryani.
Yes, that is true. Any advice on how to handle finances together?
Uh, I think it's all up to an independence how we are. I think our understanding is very clear that we both do everything equal. Whatever we do, everything is equally shared. So it's very simple
Yeah,
mathematics.
I think
But
we changed
now,
I and my to we very early, and I
yeah,
think we just follow it's our money, not your money or my money or anything like that. I think we pretty much have everything joined, so that's really helped us, to be very honest. That's so true. All right, I think we're kind of coming to an end. What's the best gift you both have gifted each other? Both of
each
us,
other.
I think, are each other. The best thing we've gifted is each other. Yeah, I'd like to
Our
go with that.
kids, our two kids.
Or our two children. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay, on that note, we are ready to close now. P, thank you so much for coming by. I'd love to hear in the. Hey, what happened to my mistake? I'd love to hear in the chat box what or anything that you are today taking away from this conversation. That would be lovely. Let's read some answers, P.
Yeah. I mean, going a
Oh,
little.
super romantic answer. She's saying when you said each other, best gift that you've given each other. I think we both are not materialistic that way. So I don't know if we can identify anything apart from maybe I can think of. I gave you a golf set, maybe that. And I don't know. Everything that I own in my jewelry is from you. So all of my jewels. Baby, I need next a green emerald like the kind Miss Ambani was wearing. This is too chota mota.
Done.
All right. Vijay Kopikar is saying, I loved your maturity. I love the trust you both have. Gargi saying, making each other a priority. Shweta is saying, knowing the expectations of each other and then delivering them. Shweta saying, be the change you want to see in your relationship. The fact that to find common interest. Vandini is saying, Krati saying, change yourself rather than the man. Trisha is saying, but probably it's come after 25 years. Not sure when you have completed 5 years, this maturity is not there. That's so true, actually. It takes time to
Yeah.
align to each
First
other. I
five
don't
years,
think
I think, was very tough, Puja. We got married up to 2006. No, 99 we got married, so up to
very
2006 was very tough.
hard.
That's
I
where the
think we
shift came,
struggled a lot.
and that's where the shift had come. I mean, you'll have to take some kind of an action to start working on the relationship.
Yeah.
I don't think it's nothing automatically.
But like you were saying, Puneet, the other day, that had we not struggled, we wouldn't have tried
I
as
think
hard.
where we are today is for all the experiences that we have gone through until now, all the ups and downs is, we have to pass through all of that to, learn and appreciate and be grateful for where we are today.
Absolutely. 100%. Thank you for this beautiful anniversary gift. I think more than
Thank you.
anything you could have given me, this is the best gift you could have given me, because I speak so much about you that sometimes I feel like they have too much information about you through me, but for them to know your perspective, your side of the story is so precious. So, and even for me to know, because you keep things so real, that I just love that about you. So thank you, darling. It feels funny to appreciate your own man like this, but I am so grateful to you for coming today, because I know how much of an effort this is for you.
I am very grateful, Puja, to have me along with you over here, and thanks a lot, and I love you a lot, and we're looking forward to really spending the whole day getting drunk.
Thanks for saying that here. But true. All right. On that note, I'm going to let him go.
Bye.
Some of them are asking you to come here
you.
and say hello to me on my screen. So can you switch off your screen and come and say hello to everyone from my screen? In the meantime, for every single one of you here, I would love to add to what Puneet was already saying, that one of the things I've decided this year that I want to do is do a relationship session for my entire tribe. I'm calling it the Love Bubble, and I'm still working on it. So it's a little early in the stages for me to announce anything today, but I just want you to get excited about the fact that within the next 1 or 2 months, if you are a part of Sisterverse or Goddessverse, you are going to receive an what would I say, a full package on joining this relationship session that I'm creating. Up until now, I've been very nervous about talking about relationships, because I feel relationship is one thing that even Puneet is so private, even all my family members are so private, that I never wanted to just speak about them so openly without their permissions. But I feel like both of us have reached that place of maturity that I feel like we are kind of ready. So if you are interested in joining my Love Bubble online, under this video, I would love for you to put LBL, which is LBO, Love Bubble Online. So LBO under this video, not here, but I'd like you to put it once I post it, so that we know that we have enough registrations. And when I do launch it somewhere close to April, May, I will let you know more about it. I will be doing the Love Bubble offline also for the Success Gyan community, and I will also be doing the Love Bubble online for my entire tribe, because there's no way I can fit 1,500 of you in one room right now. So I'm going to just have to do it in online. But LBO is exciting. If it's exciting, put exciting in the chat box so that I can see that you're you are excited about that. Yes? Love it. And for all of you who are in Sisterverse and Goddessverse, as soon as I have something ready, I will be sharing it with you on your tribes, right? So maybe in the next 1 week, you can expect me to send out to you a video with what I will be covering and the amount to be paid. It's not going to be much. I promise you, it's going to be in 3 digits, not even in 4 digits. So less than $1,000 for sure. But you know what? Do sign up, because I have a feeling I'm ready to now talk about my relationship, my struggles, my hardships, my love, and everything that I've learned in my 25 years for all of you. Yes? On that note, where are you, P? Come, come, come. Woohoo! And we are in the same frame together. If you want to take a picture, now would be a good time to click a nice picture. Please share it in your stories and do put for us what was your biggest takeaway from today's session. This was so fun for me. I can see so many of you here in the room that I know. Arun, Fatima, Naina, Rala, Rakshita, Bhavna, Sangeeta. So nice to see so many of you. Any parting words from UP?
We never parted.
No, we are never parting. Love you. Bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. We have a massage booked, couples massage that we are going to now go off for and spend the whole day together. Don't forget to send some love to Puneet so that I can get him to do this every year for our anniversary.
Yes.
Yeah. Aww. It's always so nice to get to know the man's side, you know, because I'm the one who's always talking. So this was so much fun for me and for him. And thank you everyone that landed up coming. Don't forget to share the photo in your story and put your biggest takeaway. I'd love for Puneet to in the evening sit and read what were the biggest takeaways that you got from all of the conversation today. On that note, and of course, if you are ready for love bubble online, then just stay tuned. Very soon we are going to share with you all of the information that you're going to need for you to sign up for Love Bubble Online. I'm going to run it more like Awakening, a 4-week session where I'll meet you every Wednesday for 4 weeks, covering all of the concepts that I think all of us need to get our base right to get our relationships right. So, and thank you so much for all your anniversary wishes. Thank you so much for, I'm in Vietnam, for all of you who are asking. Yes, very much in Vietnam. This is my current view, which I am absolutely loving. And I think now the pool and the wine both are calling us. So I'm going to run. Love you all. Thank you for coming. Take care. Bye. Ciao. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye. Ciao. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.